Hello, welcome to Slinging Books and Talkin Shop with Matt and Josh, presented by Yousellcomics. Yousellcomics is your new multi-vendor marketplace for selling comics, slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Yousellcomics never charges commission on any sales. Sell for as low as $5.99 a month, or run your own auctions for $15.99 a month. Sign up now for a 3-month free trial at yousellcomics.com. Okay, back again this week with news, top 10, specs, marketplace data, etc., etc. Big week this week. The Batman comes out, which we have a couple news articles about that. But first, there's been an actor cast in the Blade reboot from Krypton, which I never watched, although I heard was good. But then
it was good.
You know the ending, so
it go boom.
Yeah. And I know Lobo. They had cast Lobo in that, but did he ever get in the show?
I think he did. I can't remember just because I failed a little bit in season 2. I kind of trailed off. But if I remember correctly, I might get eaten alive. But yes, he is in there.
The main man. Okay. So, anyways, Aaron Pierce has been cast alongside Delroy Lindo in the Mahershala Ali Blade reboot. No confirmation on who he's playing yet. Maybe a vampire, probably. According to a new report from Deadline, Pierre has been cast as a substantial character in Blade. There's no word yet as to who Pierre is playing, but this mysterious role was apparently one that quite a few actors in Hollywood coveted. Ooh. I wonder if it's... Well, in the original it was Deacon and Steven. What was that guy? What was that actor's name? Deacon Frost. Who played him? You know, that guy.
Oh,
anyways.
Yeah. He was the younger sassy actor. I always forget his name. He didn't play too many
He's in a bunch. I think he was he had his own show for like a year or two last year or 2 years ago. But yeah, that guy. Steven Dorff.
Steven Dorff. Dang it.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's been playing Deacon Frost, although I never read Blade, so I'm not sure if Deacon Frost is a comic book character or not. You can school me in the comments if you want to about that.
I think he was.
I am looking forward to it. I don't know that it's going to be like there's been rumors since they got Deadpool that there's going to be like an R-rated version, and with Multiverse of Madness apparently having an R version somewhere or an R cut. Maybe this is like. Yeah, we'll see. So the Batman comes out this week. Lots of Batman stuff.
So much.
You know, it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yes, early reviews are... Everyone is happy.
So this was before... oh no, I guess this is before I saw an updated version today, but it looks like it's settled at around 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. This original one was with 120 reviews at 91%. Fuck, I might have to go see this. I held off on Spider-Man just because we were in the middle of Omicron variant here. Although they just dropped the passport too. Fuck.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I might be able to talk the wife into it. But it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. So. There was also a poster that came out by Boss Logic this week that looks totally badass.
Wow, yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Boss Logic. He does a lot of great stuff. He does some comic book covers. I think he did an Octara cover of issue #1. That was pretty sweet. But this looks it kind of reminds me of like the guys down there of Dark Knight Returns, kind of mutants over top, but so that's Boss Logic. More Batman news. Comic book movie calls it a gripping and absolutely euphoric movie. Matt Reeves delivers a nail-biting, gritty, and fun Batman coming-of-age story.
Fun.
Robert Pattinson will be your new favorite Batman.
I don't know that, but I haven't heard anybody say it's fun yet. That's the first time I've ever heard anybody say the movie might be a little fun.
Well, didn't Robert say it's emo? Didn't you say it's emo?
Yeah, but I mean, again, he says
well, I
a lot of
guess
things
fun
in an interview.
is fun an emotion. I suppose.
I mean, Fun was an emo band for the most part, so.
Fun wasn't. There's a emo band called Fun.
Correct. There was a band. Well, I mean, they were really indie, more or less, but the band was called Fun. Yes.
You would know that. Um. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis plays Alfred Pennyworth, Jeffrey Wright, James Gordon. Really looking forward to seeing Paul Dano as the Riddler. He's great.
Yeah,
He's
very
really
excited. Early reviews that I read briefly this morning said that Paul Dano and Zoe Kravitz nail it.
Really?
Not bad. I'd take that.
So, okay, so at this point, this is going to be a huge success. So,
yeah,
let's speculate on year 2, the Batman #2. I mean, Pattinson already said he wants to, whether he's screwing with it or not, he wants to do Death in the Family, but that requires them casting a Robin and a Joker. I don't want Jared Leto as Joker.
No.
Maybe we get someone. Gonna get someone new. Although a lot of people praise the kid from Gotham who played Cal Kestis in
yeah.
What's his name? Monahan.
Yes, the rad hair, kid,
the rad hair, the Daywalker.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Cal Kestis.
What is his name?
Man, there was a lot of rumor that he was going to pop up in the finale of Boba Fett. It's like, what?
Cal Kestis?
Yeah.
Well, given that he's not even in the top cast list here.
It would be oh my god, what's that?
What's that other show he was in? He was in
the comedy about the
William
H. Macy
with the drunk guy.
Wow, I love that we're both spacing completely on this.
Well, one of us was probably baked, given our conversation last night.
Not yet.
Oh, Showtime! I was on Showtime.
It's in. He's.
I can see the
Shameless.
Shameless. Yeah, the U.S. version. Name... William H. Macy. That's his fucking name.
Yeah,
I mean that's the other guy's name.
I literally said it on.
Yeah.
This...
Oh, sorry, Cameron Monaghan. Oh, I knew it was Monaghan. Yeah, Cameron Monaghan.
Dang it.
Yeah. So apparently, a lot of people really liked his turn as the Joker in Gotham.
He was good. I liked how he did it. I thought he did dope.
Better than your buddy Leto.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so more Batman. We both saw this and was like, yeah, we gotta talk about this. So Colin Farrell says you won't see the Penguin smoking in the movie. He says, I fought valiantly for a cigar. I even said at one stage I can have it unlit, and they were like, no. Many major studios have shied away from showing characters in movies smoking on screen in recent years, which I feel like I just watched a show that was nothing but smoking. What was it?
Well, we talked about this. I can't remember what video it was, but it might have been like last year or something. And it was regarding somebody had been talking about smoking in movies, like one of the actors, and they said that nowadays, because of all the safety regulations and everything else, if you want somebody smoking on screen, you have to go through like all these hoops, and you also have to pay like an extra, like something ridiculous. I think they say it was like an extra $50,000 or something.
Really?
Oh yeah, like it's the amount that it takes for some reason for them to get clearance for smoking is like huge now. So
can't they just does this like? Do you mean they have to pay the actor more to do it?
No,
or
they have to pay like some, like I wouldn't say it's a guild, but some type of like some type of association.
Yeah.
Because of all the, I guess, effects and whatever that people get from seeing smoking in movies. So like after 70 years they did like some type of thing, and it's like this is the amount that it affects people, and they were like, okay, so it should be, I'm pretty sure, I may be wrong, but double check, I'm pretty sure that they have to pay a certain amount to have smoking in the movie.
Wow. I think it was Perry Mason, there was a lot of smoking in. Now
Now, is that hold on? Is that shot in like is that all shot in UK or something? Because it might be different.
Oh, like that's a US law,
It might
not.
be, yeah. It might be like different in the terms of.
Well, yeah, the UK.
Region.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they have no problem smoking, given if it's the characters, part of the
No,
characters.
they love smoking fags over there, big time.
So, crap. So we've never seen the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Nick Fury jumping a scar, which is true, either. But Farrell did offer an explanation as to why this iteration of the Penguin doesn't smoke. The Oz that we meet hasn't embodied the energy of the Penguin that we recognize from the source comics and from previous films. Farrell said, alluding to his lowly place in this crime family, so I'll see if it goes again. I'd love to explore it because he's not an underboss. He's not a boss. He's just a soldier of the Falcone. A Falcone at this stage, but he has great ambition and dreams of doing big, big things. So there is a Penguin TV series currently in development for HBO Max.
Yeah.
Maybe this is where he... maybe they shoot this in England and then they let him smoke a cigar. I don't really buy the... I don't really buy the... Hold on, Kate's making noise.
No worries.
I don't really buy the explanation that it's because he's just a soldier, that he's not smoking cigars.
Yeah, no, that's
that doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so Craven the Hunter, Fred Heshinger, I'll say it right this time, reportedly cast as Chameleon. In August 2020, there was finally some movement on Craven the Hunter movie that has been in the works for many years. Director J.C. Chandor was brought on to direct the film after many different rumored directors. We know Aaron Taylor Johnson was confirmed to be cast as Craven himself. Russell Crowe was also confirmed in the cast this year, or at the end of 2021. That was a thing. It's rumored he's playing Chameleon. That hasn't been confirmed. Chameleon's the half-brother of Craven, and is usually called a master of disguise.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You named a character Chameleon, and he's a master of disguise. Yeah. Everything we've heard about this movie is that it's going to focus on Craven's family, though no specific details have been made public yet. So, I assume this is going to be set in whatever... Well, it's so weird now, because Venom's now apparently in the MCU. So, is there still a Sony Spider-Man universe? Like, are they just gonna do movies and then move them over? Do a movie, move it over?
I mean, I don't know really. To be honest, at this point, it's definitely going to be difficult to call really any of those movies either or, right? I mean, Sony's directing and producing, where Marvel's has a little bit of a hand in the story / producing, and then vice versa. Marvel's doing everything, and then Sony's just got their name on it, right? So, I mean, each of them have say. I feel like Venom 1 and 2, even though they were pretty separate in the terms of time, were both very Sony. So I feel like from now on, like, I feel like Marvel's going to have a little bit more say in it. I feel like Morbius might be the last one where it was like full Sony.
Yeah, well, I have that in the news at the end, because there was another trailer came up, but maybe we'll talk about that. So, along with Chameleon, that leads into our top 10 sales from Covrprice.com. And here we go. Sweet. So, still in the running this week is Avengers number 7, the first appearance of the Illuminati. At number 3, shot up pretty quick after that speculation of the Chameleon being in Craven the Hunter. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. Iron Fist number 1 is still in the top 10. Also Superior Iron Man still on the heels of that Multiverse of Madness. Yes. The Ash Can, Something's Killing the Children variant, which was 1 per comic book store. And I asked my comic book store about that, if he got one. He's like, yeah, I got one. Like, how much you selling for? He's like, oh no, I'm keeping that.
Of course.
So I wonder if there are any for sale. I'm sure there are, and I bet they're super expensive. Oh, you know what? That's not as much as I thought. There's only 2 available. 3 available. 4. So there are some out there. I mean, there's how many comic book stores in America and Canada and everywhere. Zero is still in the top 10 based on the 50 Cent TV show confirmation. Illuminati stuff still, like I said. And Avengers West Coast, The Witch is back. Darker Than Scarlet. I'm not sure what this is. This might be Scarlet Witch. Oh, first Dark Scarlet Witch cover.
Okay.
So that can be had for $15-20.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. So that's the sales data for Covrprice's weekly top 10. Tomorrow in stores, your keys of the week. Moon Knight number 9, first cameo full appearance of Rutherford Winter in the standard comic books, an accomplished ex-Hydra assassin terrorist. So the character appeared in the original digital comic, which was then printed in the trade titled Daughters of the Dragon Deep Cuts. I don't know what that means. Like, so whether it's a full appearance, I don't know. Anyways, buy it. I have Moon Knight on my list, so I'll end up getting a copy. Star Wars: The High Republic number 15, the first full appearance of the Leveler. I'm only halfway caught up on this, so I don't know what the Leveler is. Maybe it has to do with the Dren gear. I don't know. But there's a full appearance there. Follow Me Into the Darkness, sequel to You Promised Me in Darkness. Loaded Bible, Blood of My Blood. Jesus' vampire hunting clone is a bigger outlaw than ever, and now he has to face the threat of Dracula. Sick. Let me read that again. Jesus' vampire hunting clone.
Amazing.
So Jesus got cloned, and that clone is now a vampire hunter. Okay. I'm gonna have to pick that up just for the story. Radio Spaceman number 1. When a ship crashes on a mysterious planet and some of the surviving crew go missing, the mysterious mechanical hero Radio Spaceman is called to investigate in a steampunk space adventure. Mystery monsters in. Oh, it's by Mike Mignola. Madness.
That's cool.
Yeah, Rock and Roll Biographies Lemmy. I'll pick that up. He wrote a book. Well, he co-wrote a book. I'm sure he had a ghostwriter. But it's called White Line Fever. It came out. Yeah. Wow. Great title. It was White Line Fever. And it came out, say, like mid 2000, early 2000s. And at the time, I was kind of poor, but I really wanted to read it. So I went to Chapters for like an hour at a time in St. Catherine's and read it. Just read a chapter or 2, came back the next week, just remember where I was.
I'm very impressed.
It was a great book. It was super interesting. He talked about how... who's the guitarist from Rolling Stones? Who's the guitarist from Rolling Stones?
Oh, sorry.
Not Ron Wood.
From the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Keith? No.
Keith Richards. Keith. Yeah, sorry. So he talked about how Keith Richards gets his blood replaced because of all the... So he gets blood transfusions, right? Oh, you didn't know this? Yeah, rock stars do that when they have lots of money.
Cool.
So at some point, Lemmy was having some health issues, and he went to the doctor to see about doing that. And whether this is true or not, or just, for the book, Lemmy claimed that the doctor told him all the drugs and shit that he'd been taking for years was in perfect balance, and if they had replaced his blood with fresh, like clean blood, it would cause more issues than what he had. Whether that's true or not, like when I don't, whatever, but it was a good story.
That's awesome.
Okay, so yeah, I'll definitely pick up that if my LCS has that. Rogue Sun number 1, expansion of Image's superhero universe that began with Radiant Black. Supermassive came out last week, and that was also part of that Radiant universe expansion. Usher of the Dead, discover the dark, rich world of death incarnate. It's not really, it doesn't kind of explain a lot, but it's a number 1, so people might buy it. Star Trek Discovery Adventures in the 32nd Century, number 1, 4-issue limited series. Do you see this cover? Origin of Grudge, the cat.
So good.
And book.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's gotta be like I feel like this is a kids thing, but I mean IDW does kids stuff or young adult stuff. Okay. Yeah. Transformers Best of Megatron number 1, Batman 121. This is the variant cover by Jock, which is a 1 in 50. Ooh, that looks cool. It's a foil cover.
It looks cool. It feels kind of weird the way they faded it into the
bat symbol. Like
yeah.
You're right. That's a little weird. I guess it's a little weird. That's supposed to be the bat.
The shadow, maybe? Right? I think it's supposed to be a shadow.
Guess. Okay.
Right.
Well, it's 1 in 50, so it'll be expensive. Batman Killing Time number 1, 6-issue limited series that sees a younger version of Batman in a race against time to recover a mysterious and prized artifact, a MacGuffin that is very important to him.
Yes.
From Riddler, Penguin, and Catwoman. First appearance of the Help. Doesn't he already have the Help with Alfred?
I thought that was
tap and swipe to view cover. Image of number 3 with Batman fighting. What?
What?
Must be on just mobile. Okay. New character of the Help has the feel of when Alfred became a villain named the Outsider in Detective 356. Catwoman number 39, second print. Alien number 10, Solicitation references a new terrifying type of xenomorph. This is on my pull list too. I have not read any of it yet, so I don't know what kind of xenomorph could be leading to. I know we're getting a Alien TV series that I believe was set 70 years in the future from Ripley.
Both.
I cannot confirm nor deny that I remember that correctly.
Noah Hockley's doing it.
Holly, not Hockley. There's no K.
There's no K. I thought there was a K in there.
Yeah, so he did Fargo and Legion.
Yep. Yeah, Legion. So good.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's doing an Alien TV series. Whether they start pulling characters from the comics. You know, Marvel likes to just do whatever. So
yes.
Amazing Spider-Man 91, possible new villain that resides behind Door Z. Avengers Forever number 3, first full appearance of Moon Knight. Another Moon Knight. Female version of this reality. So I think this is an alternate multiverse one. Avengers Forever number 1, second printing. Another second print of Death of Doctor Strangelove number 1. Devil's Reign event continues with Devil's Reign Spider-Man number 1. Spider-Man number 20, first full team appearance of Anti-Arachnine, Spider-Woman's version of the Sinister Six. Oh, that might be a good one to pick up for spec. Second printing of the Beskar edition, Star Wars Darth Vader number 20, second printing Beskar edition with silver border. So that's part of the 50th anniversary variant covers that have been coming out for all the Star Wars stuff by Christopher Sprouse. Strange number 1, premiere issue with Clea in the role of Sorcerer Supreme, first appearance of a character named the Harvest Man. Venom number 4, second print, and What If Miles Morales number 1, 5-issue limited series where I can't talk today. Where Miles is not bitten by a radioactive spider, but instead recruited by the government for the super soldier program. So he becomes Captain America. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it might be a good story. Okay, so that's been your top 10 cover price and keys of the week, coming to local comic shops everywhere. Okay, so we got a couple of news items left, and then we'll say goodbye. Comixology. So last week I believe we covered a story by Patton Oswalt, really angry about Comixology app disappearing and it being rolled into Amazon.
Yes.
Apparently, sales have dropped huge amounts. The publishers have claimed anywhere from like 20% to 70% digital sales for publishers. Comixology came out to answer some of the criticisms. So their statement was, we want to take a moment to address the transition to our new app and comics web store experience. We know this process has been far from seamless. We've heard your feedback. We understand how important improving the web reader experience is. Like, how do you even fuck that up? Like, you're... the whole point is reading comics.
It's a pretty one and done plan. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Read comics online.
Yeah, like that's like you think you get that right first, and then anyways.
First.
So we rolled out an update for the Fire OS app, bringing in a bug fix for books that aren't loading in HD. So they were loading in SD. So I guess, so what does SD mean on a digital platform though? Like, does it still mean 480p? It was loading in 480p, 480 pixels instead. I don't know. We're making a number of other updates, prioritizing fast incremental improvements to ease the hardest pain points. They didn't even come out with a new releases filter on the new releases page.
Bummer.
Okay. In the meantime, we'll keep the more new releases category up to date with all new releases for the week. While we work on these and other refinements, those seem like basic things that needed to be included in the initial launch. We wanted to highlight some of these things that we've heard from customers, that we've heard customers couldn't find, but which are still available in the new Comixology guided view. Wait, couldn't find, but which are still available in the new Comixology guided view is still available in the reading, in the app reading experiences. Okay. Yeah, so they fucked up. They acknowledge it. They're not going back, which I think we all knew. They're like, this is a boulder rolling down a hill. So Bleeding Cool talked to a number of comic book publishers, and they have said that their digital sales have dropped anywhere from 20% to 7% as a result of the change. Whether Amazon is going to compensate those digital publishers, I doubt it, but
they should, but they won't.
Oh, sure, they should, but they won't.
They won't.
Okay.
Billions of dollars made last year. Billions. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Okay, so last two things. Our favorite Joker actor, Jared Leto, is playing Morbius. They released a final trailer this week, which comes out. The movie finally comes out in April 1st, exclusively.
Is that the poster?
That's the new poster, yeah. Why?
So bad. Oh my god. Okay.
There are some good actors in it though. Matt Smith and Jared Harris.
Yeah, like they're good. You know what I mean? Like that's great, but I don't think they're gonna carry that movie. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, so you can check out the final trailer if you want to see more images of Jared Leto as a vampire. Good or bad, I don't know. It's Sony. Track record is suspect. It's Jared Leto. Track record is suspect.
Very much.
But at some point they'll put Morbius in the MCU because they want to probably do Midnight Suns with Ghost Rider and Blade.
Yep.
So that's gonna happen. Okay, so final news of the day. Kevin Feige calls Doctor Strange anchor of the MCU. So if he's the anchor, I hope they've signed him for many more movies and are giving him $1 billion. So Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige has called Doctor Strange the anchor of the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a speech honoring Benedict Cumberbatch's achievements. Avengers Endgame changed everything. The Avengers may have defeated Thanos. Okay, well, that's just okay. So I guess originally Benedict, they didn't have necessarily Doctor Strange, and I don't know how Kevin says it was just a general meeting for their first meeting with the actor, and Benedict told them to tell him about Doctor Strange. I don't know how you both go into that meeting not already assuming that that's who
like
he's gonna be. Like, who? I mean, who else would he be? Like, he's a gigantic star by this point.
Yep.
He's not gonna play some small like
no
Guardians of the Galaxy Star-Lord role who no one really knows. He's gonna be Doctor fucking Strange.
Yeah.
So I hope he's in the top 3 of an historic 3 of the top 6 films of all time. So he's at this point, I'm sure he's getting paid.
Like
whether he's got the same deal as Robert Downey Jr. for points off the gross.
Probably not close, but I would say that he probably gets a bit.
Yeah, like him and Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland are the top 3 now. I mean, Scarlett Johansson's dead. Jeremy Renner people love, but he's not a massive draw.
No.
People are getting sick of Chris Pratt because he's everywhere and he's Mario. And
among many other things.
You know what? We were just so a couple of notes. We were just rewatching Parks and Rec again. That show's so good. Like
so good, dude.
I would argue because The Office went 2 seasons longer than it should have, Parks and Rec is better.
I would almost come close to agreeing with you. I mean, I watched all the Parks and Rec, even the ones that came after it getting canceled, and they were pretty funny, but they weren't obviously as funny as the core amount of the show. But you can't deny that season 1 to like I think 6 or whatever was just all of them were just so funny. Yeah.
And we also just watched Power of the Dog with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, I heard it was very good.
Oh, it's really good, and it's very good. Totally worth a watch. It's kind of depressing, and uncomfortable, but it's really good.
Of course.
So I assume we'll see Doctor Strange in more movies. Not only team up, but his own solo films. So if he's going to be the anchor, we'll see him in a lot more things. How long we'll see him for? Like maybe they do a Death of Doctor Strange storyline like they just did in the comics at one point because they were paying him too much money, or he's done with it. We'll see. But
I see it. I can see it being another like 2 years, and then
2 years. That's it.
Well, he's got this movie. He's probably going to show up in like a random cameo of another movie either this year or the beginning of next year.
I think like I don't know. I feel like he's going to be heavily involved in this phase. Like I'm saying 5 years. Like he'll be a focal point in this until we get to the X-Men versus Avengers. Then it's going to be Wolverine. It's going to be the anchor point, or Jean Grey, or Phoenix, or but he's the next guy for the next 5 years to pass the baton on. Whether Thor's still there or not, given that apparently Chris Hemsworth, as long as Taika's doing fun things with it, he's gonna be involved in it. So he wants to stay too. So I don't know, but
we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been Slinging Books, Talkin Shop with Matt and Josh by Yousellcomics. That's it for this week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.